The transfer window is in full swing, and over the last 12 hours we've heard of the players who will no longer be signing for the club. Those, of course, being Malik Tillman and Cyril Dessers. Whilst it has gone a little quiet on the incoming front, there is still stuff to go through in the background with regards to outgoings. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the player that is set for a big money exit, whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Rangers have no interest in signing Lyndon Dykes this summer despite reports to the contrary. Dykes was linked with a move to Ibrox when he left Livingston, but instead opted for a move down south to QPR. The 27-year-old is heading into his final year of his contract with the London club, and as a result, a number of clubs are circling. But it is understood that Rangers are looking elsewhere for goals, with Millwall thought to be favourites to gain his signature. Burnley are also being linked, but it remains to be seen where Dykes will end up this summer. Just a quick one guys, we have got Rangers t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or go to rfcclothing.com. Anyway, let's get back into today's video. There will be takers for Rangers star Glenn Kamara this summer. That is according to former Rangers star Alan Hutton, who was recently speaking in an interview and backed Kamara to be sold for £5 million. The 27-year-old's Ibrox contract runs until 2025 but could depart this summer. According to reports, the Gers have put a £5 million price tag on the Finland international, amid interest from clubs in France and Italy as well as the Championship. Boss Michael Beale is believed to be willing to sign off an exit for Kamara as long as the right fee is offered. But Hutton isn't convinced the Gers should be rushing to offload the midfielder. He said, "I'd rather keep him and I do think Beale likes him. It has been a difficult period for him, he has not really had the game time that he wants, so I think £5 million is probably about right. If they can get that price for him, I think they should take it. There has been offers in the past for £10 million, so probably for where he is at the moment in time, £5 million would be a good price tag. I think there will be takers at that price." Kamara made 35 appearances for the Gers across all competitions this season, but only started half of those outings. The midfielder managed just 1 goal and 1 assist in the 35 appearances in the 2022-2023 campaign. The illustrious history of Rangers and the grandeur of Ibrox convinced Archie Stevens to reject English advances and continue his development north of the border. Now the forward is determined to play a part in Rangers' glories as he seeks to establish himself and catch the eye of boss Michael Beale next term. Stevens was one of a host of up-and-coming talents that Rangers recruited last summer, as a significant investment saw an overhauled squad assembled at under-18 level. Some of those that signed on, including the likes of Bailey Rice and Zach Lovelace, have already taken the next step and been given their first team chance. Stephen was handed his debut in the Cup win over Queen of the South as the former Wimbledon starlet got his first taste of the Ibrox atmosphere. He said, "It's a big thing to move to a new city at such a young age. I was only 16, but Glasgow is lovely and the club have made it really easy for me to settle here. I settled straight away, to be honest. There were a few players who joined in the summer and at the same time, and we have all settled together. I had options, but Rangers really stood out. It's such a massive club with a history and the fan base, and there was a pathway to the first team. The facilities, the training and coaching just stood out for me on the first day. A lot of big clubs think that they have the best facilities, but when you come up here, look around and see what is on offer, it's something you can't turn down. I just love the history of the club, and it's something I haven't really seen before. There's a lot of clubs with modern stadiums, but you can feel the history as soon as you walk into Ibrox. I'd never seen anything like it, and me and my family really loved that about the club when we first visited. The Hall of Fame board, the marble staircase, is all incredible. I know what I'm playing for, it's a massive opportunity for me here, and it was something I just couldn't turn down." The debut against Queen of the South was followed by a frustrating spell on the sidelines, and Stevens saw his progress at Akinawi stall during his first season. The forward found the net during the Scottish FA Youth Cup final defeat to Celtic at Hampden, as Cameron Campbell's side were edged out in an Old Firm thriller. A summer break gives Stephen a chance to regroup and refresh, and he's determined to hit the ground running and repay his mentors when he returns to actions in the coming weeks. Stephen, speaking to the Promote RYDC and their investment in the academy, said, "Unfortunately, I missed 5 months of my debut season with an injury, So I was working with the physios a lot, but my main coaches so far have been Stephen Smith and Cameron Campbell, and B team coaches David McCallum and Brian Gilmore. The coaches here are all brilliant, and I'm learning every single day. Stephen Smith has been really helpful as he has been an academy player and a first team player, so I'm always asking him questions. He also helped me through my rehab as he has had bad injuries, and I talked to him a lot. He gave me a lot of good advice, and it's great to have someone like that looking after the young players. I have to catch up my fitness because was out for a little while, but I hit the ground running in pre-season and be ready to push on next season. The club has looked after me on and off the pitch, and it has been easy for me to settle in. I want to make a name for myself at Rangers. I signed a 3-year contract, so I am looking forward to kicking on next season. The club are giving me great opportunities here, and I'll work as hard as I can to be a success. In other news, Steven Gerrard has shut down speculation linking him with a shock move to Saudi return to management. The former Rangers boss was heavily rumoured to be set to take over Al Ettifaq. However, Gerrard has responded to the speculation over a move to Saudi and warned a lot of reports are not true and he won't be taking the job. Gerrard said, "There's been a lot said, a lot of it's not true. I was invited over there to look at a potential offer, which I did. I've been analysing that in the last few days. But where we stand now, I won't be taking that offer up." Reuters has reported there was interest from Al Ettifaq in appointing Gerrard as their manager, and the outlet claimed Gerrard was considering the approach after initial talks. A source claimed Al Ettifaq made an offer to Gerrard. He welcomed the idea but asked for time to study the offer. Gerrard was then reportedly pictured in Saudi airport ahead of a shock return to the dugout. Gerrard has been out of management since his dismissal from Premier League club Aston Villa last year after a dismal run of form. He has since been linked with a host of jobs including Leeds and Leicester while doing punditry work. Graham Souness was clearly emotional as he revealed a massive donation from Sir Alex Ferguson for his charity swim across the English Channel. The 70-year-old has raised more than £1 million for Deborah UK, a national charity supporting individuals and families affected by EB. EB is a rare condition that causes painful, blistering skin, and Souness has said he was inspired to take on the challenge after spending time with a good friend, Isla Grist, who is living with the disease. Joined by 5 friends, including Isla's father, Andy, the former Rangers manager completed the challenging swim in 12 hours and 17 minutes on Sunday, according to Deborah UK's Twitter page. Appearing on TalkSport, Souness was clearly emotional as he detailed a huge donation from Sir Alex Ferguson. He said, "I hope I don't embarrass him by saying this, but Alex Ferguson donated £20,000 after he quizzed me on it for half an hour. He's got a heart of gold, that man. You have to search for it, but it's there. From the time I have spent with Isla and her family, I've seen firsthand the extreme pain the devastating condition causes and the daily challenges it creates. I wanted to do something that could make a difference to Isla's life and to the lives of so many others living with EB, and the slightly crazy idea of swimming the English Channel was suggested. Now, I'm not one to walk away from a challenge, but this is all new to me. Despite living by the sea for the past 16 years, I've never been in it, and this would certainly be the most difficult challenge I'd ever taken on." Rangers fans, how much do you think the club can get for Glenn Kamara this summer, and would you cash in on him? Yes or no? Let me know down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Remember, we do have Rangers t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or go to rfcclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.